Are your library's digital flyers welcoming to everyone? The purpose of this video is to show how easy it is to create accessible flyers using a popular design tool like Canva. Here are some things to consider when making your design. A high contrast ratio is essential for users with low vision or color blindness. Use an online contrast checker and aim for a contrast ratio of 4 to 5 to 1 or better. Print in color and in black and white to check your design. To use a color checker, grab the hex codes for the colors from the document and input them into the website for the contrast checker to see if they're compatible. If the contrast ratio fails to meet the requirements, you can use the color picker and the lightness to change the contrast until it meets the requirements. You could then use the hex code from the new color in your document. Canva has a built-in accessibility checker that you can use to make this process easier. The most important information should be front and center. Lay out key details, event name, date, time, location in a clear hierarchy. Avoid text that's rotated or placed on a chaotic background. And when sharing your design over email or social media, write out essential information in addition to sharing the flyer. Consider font choice and size. Not all fonts are created equal. A simple sans serif font like Arial or Helvetica is usually best for readability. Make sure your text is visible by using large, legible fonts, especially when the information is important. Alternative text, or alt text for short, is the way that visually impaired users can learn about images shared. Screen readers read alt text out loud. When entering alt text, it's important to be descriptive, concise, and relevant. What alt text would you recommend for this image? If you put nothing, it may default to the JPEG name. A child is a little undescriptive, but you might write something like a child selecting a book from the library shelves. You can also mark unimportant images like borders as decorative so that they don't contribute to information clutter. To add an alt text to an image in Canva, click on the image, then the three dots for more, and then go down to alternative text. Then you can add in text or you can mark it as decorative as needed. Here is an example of how to create an accessible flyer in Canva.